Happy Easter, everybody! This Easter, I went to visit my friend in Atlanta, Georgia. He's an old high school friend of mine, and he moved out there. We thought he was going to move back, and then he got married and stayed there forever. So annoying. We've known each other for at least a decade now, which is frightening. And he goes to a non-denominational church out in Georgia. And he came with me to Good Friday service and Easter Vigil. And I went with him to his Easter Sunday service. So he's way more of an ecumenical trooper than I am, apparently. And I just wanted to make this video kind of in honor and defense, respect of a non-denominational church plant's Easter service. So first, a little bit of Catholic snobbery. The pastor at that church had a tough gig. If your congregation doesn't go to church on Palm Sunday extra long, and Holy Thursday, and Good Friday, and then for Easter, there's a lot of content you gotta squeeze into one sermon. He was trying to get across the emotional ups and downs of Palm Sunday, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, in a sermon that was shortened to like 15 minutes because they had baptisms that day, which is a great reason to shorten a sermon. And props to the guy because he used the Super Bowl as an example, because this is Atlanta, right? Do you remember how it felt at the beginning of the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl? It was awesome, and that's Palm Sunday. Everything was possible, and it was exciting, and it was finally our time. And remember how you felt at the end of the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl? That's Good Friday. It's dead. There's no turning back. There's no reason. He had to come up with a new metaphor to go about Easter, but it worked for what he needed it to do. The worship music was provided by an incredible singer named Harvest Parker, who's trying her best to be a big deal in worship music. You should totally look her up. She's kind of like Lana Del Rey, but you don't want to take off your clothes in front of a stranger and cry. And then they baptized about 17 teenagers. They wanted to get closer to Christ, and that was the way they were going to do it. It was beautiful. They had like their family stand next to them and pray over them and talked about why they love them, and then the pastor put them in the water, said Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and they were baptized, and we have new official Christians now. And some of it was new to me and not how I worship. My friend at Good Friday was kind of freaked out by the veneration of the cross. We didn't take communion at each other's churches because we live in the time of the tragedy and the scandal of Christian disunity, and we have to deal with that. But it was wonderful to pray with other Christians for Easter, the day that Christ is risen. How beautiful it is when we get to do that. We prayed for it on Good Friday for Christian unity. We should pray for it more often. Wish a Christian of a different stripe happy Easter this week. God bless you.